A woman can never make you a man. Work makes you a man. And the Bible never says your education or your job shall make room for you in the world. If a man is not happy with his work, he won't be happy with his home. Every human came to earth with a gift, and they must discover that gift and refine that gift for them to be fulfilled. When we talk about real men, one of the most challenging things that men are facing is that the male is struggling with something he doesn't even understand. And when a man is confused, everybody is confused. So I want to talk about why males suffer identity crisis. It has to do with not understanding their gift. Every human came to earth with a gift, and they must discover that gift and refine that gift for them to be fulfilled. When a male especially is struggling with who he was born to be, what his gift is, it affects the woman. So on top of understanding true manhood, please write this statement down. You were born a male, but you must become a man. Being male or female is a biological reality. You didn't choose that. But whether you become a woman or a man is a choice. But it's connected to some critical issues. And that leads me to point number 2. Write this down. What is manhood? The average male is struggling with this question. What does it mean to be a man, a real man? What is real manhood? Another question that we struggle with as men is, what makes a male a man? What actually makes him a man? And why is manhood important to a woman? You know, when men don't know who they are, women are in trouble. Manhood is not defined by the roles that you've performed. The key to a man's manhood is work. Everybody say work. The key to man's manhood is his work. Man's work defines him. Let me say something about work. If a man is not happy with his work, he won't be happy with his home. Work is more important to a man than a woman. If a man isn't working, he's disoriented. He becomes disillusioned. He becomes confused. God gave man work before he gave him woman. Work shows up in the Bible in Genesis chapter 2, verse 15. The woman shows up in Genesis chapter 2, verse 24. God didn't make woman until man had work. So the most important thing that a man really needs is not woman. It's work. A woman can never make you a man. Work makes you a man. This is so good. Listen to me. God made the man, the male. Then God gave him work. Then God said, it's not good for this man to be alone. I will make him a help suitable to help him. To help him with what? Work. Women were created to work. But they were created to work with the work of the man. So if a woman was created for the purpose of working, but her work is to work with the work of the man. And the man can't find his work. Then when the woman shows up in his life, we got two problems. She comes to help him, do nothing. You know, nothing to me is more beautiful than watching a man who found his work have a woman in his life helping him do it. It's the most beautiful picture. I have a little secret joy in my heart, little secret joy. And I'm so glad. Please, I'm not picking on people because they're here or whatever. But I just think it's such a good example. I look at my son Ken back there, Christian Massive. You know, when they sing it ain't him I looking at, you know. It's his wife. One time I saw them singing on stage, and she had the baby in her hand. She was singing. And he out front prancing up and down, jumping up and down. But she was there, no beautiful picture. Singing. She's helping him work. Even with the child. That's the most powerful part of his ministry. Not his songs. It's when people see that picture. Work. Okay. What is work? The first commandment God gave man was work. And work is defined as, well, I was shocked when I found out what it is, and I shared it with the men yesterday, and I simply want to show you how to find your work today, and then we're going to go home. The word work means to become. I thought it meant to do something. But the word that God uses is another word that we don't think about. It means to become. The word also means to manifest yourself. The word work is also defined in Hebrew as to reveal yourself. When God took the man, put him in the garden, God told the man, reveal yourself. That's work. Another way to put it, work means to fulfill your assignment. Let me see what's on the inside of you. Show the world what I hid in you. That's work. Work means to become yourself. In other words, work means to perform your function. When a bird is flying, God calls that work. When a fish is swimming, God calls that work. When a seed is becoming a tree, God calls that work. Let me ask you a question. If a bird was born to fly and the bird begins to fly, and that is called work, do you think the bird is enjoying its work? Sure. In other words, when you are working, you are at the greatest level of fulfillment. Work. The male was commanded to work, which meant that he was commanded to become himself. Let me give you another thought on this. I know you're writing, but write fast. Every human was created for and with a gift of value. And I'm reviewing this for the sake of the men who were not there yesterday, because I want to show you how to find this gift. Every one of you, male and female, was created by God with a gift of value. And that is where you're supposed to lead, in that area of gifting. And your fulfillment is in that gift. Therefore, the male was given, first of all, a gift. And you can never lose a gift. In other words, once God gave you something to do, he never takes it back, even if you misuse it. If you use your gift of music to sing garbage, God allows you to keep the gift. Here's my point. Whatever gift God buried in you to come to the planet to manifest, you still have that gift now, even if you never used it before. Why is that important? Because You didn't come to the earth with a job or with a career. That's why they could fire you from your job, take it from you, or they can cancel your career by shutting down the company or making you redundant. But they cannot take your gift. And the Bible never says your education or your job shall make room for you in the world. Your gift is your source of significance. Do you know what every male in this room wants? He wants to be significant in the eyes of his wife or his family. Do you know what men call that? Respect. The number one motivation of a male is to be respected. To be respected means that you are perceived as being important, significant. Well, gentlemen, I'm telling you how to become respected. Find your gift. Because your gift makes the women in your life have meaning. It gives them meaning. It gives you meaning, but it gives them meaning also. And so your gift is the source of your significance. What makes Tiger Woods significant? Not his education. What makes him important? He has a gift. What made Michael Jordan significant? It wasn't what school he went to or, who his parents are. It was his gift. Powerful gift. Write this down. Whatever God calls for, he provides for. God will never demand from you what he didn't put in you. That's number one. I call these the key principles of gift. Number two, whatever God demands, he supplies. Number three, whatever God expects, he injects. Number seven, whatever God assigns, he designs. Number eight, whatever God calls out, he puts in. These are important truth principles. Number six, birds were made to fly. So God built flight into birds. Birds never attend flight school. Fish were made to swim. So you never find a fish attending a swimming lesson. The swim is built into the fish. Seeds become trees, but you'll never find a seed going to a convention to learn how to grow trees. It's built in. Here's the principle. Whatever God created you to become is not outside of you. It's inside of you. Let me tell you something why that's important. You can take a seed and plant it in a bad economy, and it still becomes a tree. Listen, when the hotel closes down, the birds still fly over it. Do you get what I'm talking about? No, you don't. You sure you get it? See, once you realize that your future is not around you or ahead of you, then you become peaceful. Because God put your future where you know you can't miss it. And we go looking for it everywhere except where it is. When a human finds their gift, they will make it anywhere. Are you listening to me? You cannot fire a gift. This is important for men. Because you see, when a man loses his job, he loses his head. Why? He confused the job with his gift. He confuses the job with his work. You don't go to work. You go to a job. And the job might be there or might not be there. You need to ask God, what is my gift? Do you know that the greatest entrepreneurs in history, like Steve Jobs, who created the laptop computer, or Bill Gates, who created software, they created them at home. In his garage, the guy built the first desktop in his garage. What you doing in your garage? Well, I'm waiting for opportunity. The opportunity is in your body. Think, man. You know, God never gave Adam a table. Never gave Adam a chair. Never gave Adam a house. Even ain't give him clothes. Why? God hid the tables in the trees. I wonder what's hidden around you, right in your